This Can-Am air intake system is designed to increase vehicle power and acceleration by reducing restriction in the intake path. The 57-3031-1 air intake has received a CARB EO number, and it is street legal in all 50 states. This intake kit fits 2001 to 2006 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD and 3500 and GMC Sierra 2500 HD and 3500 pickups with 6-liter engines, in addition to vehicles identified on the Can-Am website or catalog. Can-Am power testing of this air intake installed on a 2004 Chevrolet 2500 HD with a 6-liter engine showed more than a 20 horsepower gain at 4,894 RPM. With the kit installed, we ran the vehicle on the dyno to test the sound comparison versus the stock intake. The kit includes components that have been designed or matched to the needs of these pickups to produce a safe horsepower increase. Detailed installation instructions are included with this kit. The tools needed for this install are shown. Turn the ignition off and disconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Disconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection. Loosen the hose clamps at the throttle body and at the mass air sensor. Then remove the factory intake tube. Pull firmly upwards to release the air cleaner assembly from the mounting tray grommets. Then remove the assembly. Loosen and remove the 2 air cleaner mounting tray bolts. Loosen the hose clamp and remove the mass air sensor from the air cleaner. Assemble the mass air adapter, heat shield, gaskets, and the mass air sensor. Apply the trim seal to the heat shield assembly. Install and mount the heat shield assembly to the air cleaner mounting tray using the 2 air cleaner mounting tray bolts removed in step 5. Install the silicone hose and hose clamps onto the throttle body. Install the silicone hump hose and hose clamps onto the Can-Am intake tube. Install the Can-Am intake tube onto the mass air sensor. Then secure the other end onto the throttle body. Due to production tolerances, it may be necessary to mark the fan shroud as indicated. Remove the intake tube and trim the fan shroud. Be sure to cover the throttle body and alternator during this process. Adjust the heat shield and intake tube for best fit, then tighten the 2 hex bolts. Install the Can-Am air filter onto the heat shield assembly. Reconnect the mass air sensor electrical connection. Reconnect the vehicle's negative battery cable. Double check to make sure everything is tight and properly positioned before starting the vehicle. The CARB exemption sticker must be visible under the hood so that an emissions inspector can see it when the vehicle is required to be tested for emissions. It will be necessary for all Can-Am high-flow intake systems to be checked periodically for realignment, clearance, and tightening of all connections. Failure to follow the above instructions or proper maintenance may void warranty. For more product information, go to knfilters.com. Can-Am makes products for nearly every vehicle on the road. The Can-Am website allows you to search products by vehicle or dimension, download installation instructions, view dyno charts showing typical horsepower gains for this product, and view product details. For information on where to buy Can-Am products, go to knfilters.com.